So we are driving along the M39 Ladies Mile in Bergvliet. So let's take a drive from Bergvliet and roll through the Constantia Valley, up Constantia Neck, down into the Hart Bay Valley, and into the Atlantic seaboard suburb of Llandudno, and we can roll to the Sandy Bay Nudist Beach parking lot in Llandudno on a Tuesday morning, the 27th of May 2025. So a beautiful early winter's day in Cape Town. We've got a weather front rolling into Cape Town tomorrow. Gonna bring rain tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. So Cape of winter, the Cape's famous winter rolling in soon. Cape of storms. So now we are running through Middle Ridge on the right hand side and Cripple Boss on our left hand side. Approaching the intersection with the M3. Still a lot of the early morning traffic about. But just before a weather front rolls into Cape Town, we'll get a warm day. It's known as a Bergwind day, when we get a warm wind, and just after the warm wind, the weather front rolls in and the rain will appear and arrive. Okay, the M3 that takes you towards Muizenberg. Otherwise, if you join the M3 just over the bridge, take you to Cape Town. So we're still on the M39. Fir Grove Road circle. And we're going to go up Ladies Mile extension to the M41. It's going to take us towards Hart Bay. Constantia Main Road that will take us through the Constantia Valley, up Constantia Neck, and down into the Hart Bay Valley. So now we are driving through Constantia, the very exclusive leafy area of Constantia. One of the most exclusive suburbs in South Africa. The M41. Constantia Main Road. So this is the only way into Hut Bay from the southern suburbs, over the neck and into Hut Bay. So the traffic can get very busy, especially if you've got heavy vehicles. The only other way would be Chapman's Peak or Victoria Road, approaching from Camps Bay, the Sea Point side. So only 3 roads really into Hut Bay. So there is not much room for error when it comes to the traffic. Okay, approaching the entrance road to Groot Constantia, the famous wine farm and tourist attraction. You take a left over here. So Constantia is a big suburb in the South Peninsula. Price Drive, Constantia. Now we've got a heavy truck ahead of us, so that means it's going to be a slow drive over the neck. But a beautiful drive up the valley, really beautiful. Umbrella of trees. So Constantia is a very old suburb. Dates back to when the Dutch first occupied the Cape in the 1600s. The Simon van der Stel. They discovered this part of Cape Town. They started cultivating vineyards. Had the perfect climate for making wine. Probably one of the first things they did when they got here. They start getting their vino ready as soon as possible. Eagle's Nest. bed and breakfast, and also Constantia Glen, and that is wine tasting and sales. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the videos, and even hit that notification bell just to help the channel grow. So we're going to cross over the Peninsula mountain range that stretches all the way from Cape Town, the city of Cape Town, all the way through to Cape Point, the most southwestern point on the African continent. And we're going to roll through Constantia Neck, a low point in the mountain range, past the famous Constantia Neck restaurant, and into the Republic of Hut Bay. Got a heavy vehicle slowing us right down to 30 kilometers an hour. As we're climbing the steep part of Constantia Main Road up to the neck, and when we drop off it becomes Hut Bay Main Road. Constantia. So yeah, we are at the circle, well, almost at Constantia Neck Circle. So from here you can also get access to Rhodes Drive. This truck is really battling. Okay, at least now it's going downhill, so it's got gravity on its side. So yeah, we are right next to the Constantia Neck restaurant, and from here, if you wanted to take a walk up Table Mountain from Constantia Neck, you start here, park just across the way on the right hand side as we enter into Hut Bay Hoofpad, Hut Bay Main Road. Now we're dropping down into the Hut Bay Valley. Really thick vegetation down in the Hut Bay Valley. Wood Bay. So we are approaching the wettest months in Cape Town, June and July, midwinter, and the coldest part, June, July and August in Cape Town. But we live in a very moderate climate. It's a moderate Mediterranean type climate, so it's not too extreme. It doesn't get too hot and it doesn't get too cold. With winter rainfall. And the famous Cape of Good Hope. And the oceans have claimed many ships over the years. One of the most treacherous oceans in the world, where the Indian and the Atlantic Oceans, the South Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean meet. Have massive seas, wild seas. So we're going to let's roll through Valley Road, past the World of the Birds. Over the Hut Bay River. So the Hut Bay River flows from Table Mountain and flows into the ocean, just close to Hut Bay Harbour. The Bay Academy. We're going to roll left towards Victoria Road, Sekobosi Hill. Klein Leeuwkop. And that's part of the Kobonkoberg mountain range that runs from Llandudno to Hut Bay. Forms the Kobonkoberg mountain and also goes to the Sentinel, the entrance mountain to Hut Bay Harbour. So it's been about 13 kilometers from when we started. past the World of the Birds, just on the right hand side, Wildlife Sanctuary and Monkey Park. It's got a tortoise sanctuary. Okay, approaching the traffic circle, we're going to take a right-hander, roll towards Victoria Road, take us into Llandudno and towards the Sandy Bay Nudist Beach parking area. The Sunset Drive, Llandudno. The M6 North. Okay, here we are, Victoria Road, the M6. You take a left turn, you're rolling to Hutt Bay CBD, but we're going to roll right. It's going to take us towards Camps Bay, but we're going to branch off into the suburb of Llandudno. M6 North. Mount Rhodes Drive. Takes you into Mount Rhodes, port of Hat Bay. Okay, the top of Seikobosi Hill. And now we're going to drop down towards the ocean, South Atlantic Ocean, and get our first glimpse. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's take a left turn into Llandudno Road. Llandudno. And another one of Cape Town's most exclusive suburbs, Llandudno. We're going to keep on going straight. If you branched off right down Llandudno Road, it'll take you to the main beach. But we're going to roll towards Sandy Bay beach parking area. Strong wind picking up. Now, as the weather changes and the weather front approaches Cape Town, as you can see, these houses are beautiful, all built on a steep gradient. Okay, into Sandy Bay Road. And into Sunset Avenue. And because you get the most beautiful sunsets when you're facing west, have sunsets over the ocean. And here we are at the Sandy Bay Beach parking area. The Carbonkelberg, and that's the footpath you'd follow to the beach. It takes about 15 minutes to get there. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let's go explore Cape Town some more.